this
So
better?
Let me just stick this in my mouth.
right.
Yeah.
So for everybody that doesn't know, Sandman, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, let's see. My FPS career started in 2003, Counter-Strike 1.4,
Damn.
1.5. And I've played until 2011. I've been up against Nothing Jordan Gilbert, if anybody knows who he is. Played against him in Civo. It was an old tournament back in the day. And then I took a break, joined the military, and right now I'm serving overseas for another 4 more months, and then I'll be back in the States.
Where are you at?
I'm in Italy.
Italy. Okay.
Yeah.
Surprised your internet's as good as it is.
Oh yeah, I know. The highest internet speed I can get is 100 megabytes.
Gee.
Damn.
Yeah, they're far behind.
Are you doing the full 20 or what?
We'll see. In about 5 days, I'll know if I picked up the next pay grade. And if I do, then retirement is just 12 years away.
The day I got out, I found out I made E5.
Oh God.
I was like, yo, that counts. I made it.
Yeah. I had a guy
so,
who,
go ahead. Sorry.
no, he looked at me. He's like, I'm gonna make E6 and then I'm getting out. And I'm like, are you serious? And he did. And I was like, wow, okay, GG's.
Yeah.
So, what branch you in?
Navy.
Navy. Okay.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, bunch of Navy guys in here. Yeah. So, you want to tell us a little bit about your career as far as like Navy goes?
Yeah. So I was originally trying to get a SEAL contract, but because I was in debt and my time was too short, I couldn't do my PSTs. Although I was training with a SEAL team, retired SEAL team member who his succession rate was 98%. For whoever trained with him, you would get through the program. I remember that was a funny story. So I was like, oh man, I'm so jacked. I'm so ready. Show up first day at the pool, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a light breakfast. So I had like eggs and like one piece of bacon, and we're doing flutter kicks with masks on in the water. And then you gotta get up, take your mask off, and then you gotta jump across the pool. You gotta do one lap across, and then you gotta do pull-ups. Well, I got to the pull-ups, and I just instantly barfed everything up because we had done probably over 200 flutter kicks in the beginning, which I didn't even know. So I was like, I thought I was ready, but it definitely wasn't. So I knew right then and there. I didn't give up. I kept going back, but then they were like, "Hey, you don't have enough time to get a contract." So I was like, "Okay, screw it." So now I'm just I'm military police in the Navy. I'm an MA, and I like it, but the advancement rate right now is slowly declining. So
Becoming a pretty locked up rate, huh?
Oh yeah. They had the B's to badges, which were CBs. They could cross rate to our rate, and then now they have the corpsmen to MAs. So
I had a lot of fun working with the MAs.
Yeah, there's good ones, there's bad ones.
Yeah, I ended up, I was in security like a little over a year.
Okay.
I
Were you on a ship?
I was. CVN 70, Carl Vinson aircraft carrier.
Out of San Diego?
Mm-hmm. Well, at the time, they were in the shipyard in Newport News.
Okay.
And then we did a home port change to San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah, that was right after I got out too. Probably about 6 months, a year.
You rode it from San Diego to Virginia, and then
no, I rode it from Bremerton to Virginia. So we did we left Bremerton, went on a global tour, or we have world tour.
Yeah.
And then home ported in Norfolk, and then went to the shipyards.
Yep. And then that's when I got there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. So would you guys join?
When
year did you guys join? Yeah, what year?
2004. 3 technically.
07 for me.
Okay. Yeah, I joined in 13. So
damn, I'm old as shit, dude.
Yeah, I know. I got out in 2012.
Yeah, I'd been out for 4 years by the time you joined, Sandman.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Well, I mean, I graduated high school in 08, so I took some time to go to college, and then I decided, well, I want to start a family.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So,
So,
but yeah. So, I struck MA and I went to San Diego. Coronado was my first duty station, so I'm pretty aware with all those ships you guys are talking about.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of LE over there. Then I came over here to Naples. Um, I'm a small arms instructor and a classroom instructor right now. Also, I'm a EVOC operator instructor too. So I've been doing that a little bit on the side. And now well, I'm waiting for my hard copy orders, but I'm going to Tinker Air Force Base out of
Oh, nice.
Oklahoma. Yeah, so it'll be all right. It's
something a little bit more chill, like laid out. Like,
yeah, it's definitely going to be a change of pace. It's something I've never done. So
yeah, especially like in being in the Oklahoma area, it's going to be like a little bit more rural. So that'll be kind of nice.
Yeah, I've got an aunt and uncle out there. So
You might be able to bump up your internet to like 300 megs.
Yes, it would be nice to play with a lot of people in the community and not have that, huge
Right.
lag with you.
Yeah, because you're 5 or 6 hours ahead.
It is 7:16 right now at night.
Okay, so you're 6 hours ahead. Okay, I knew it was something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be nice to be able to revert back to, I guess, more of a common time for everyone in the community.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But yeah, and that's pretty much my career. I'm almost 8 years in. I like it. There's a lot of politics though.
Yeah, that was one of the main reasons why, at least I know personally, I got out, just because it was so, so political, and it's all about who you know. Which you wouldn't think with it being the military, you'd think it would be a little bit different than that, but absolutely not.
There's so much favoritism in the fucking military.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It just takes one bad leader to kind of screw your whole career over.
Honestly, looking back at my whole experience, I think the thing I miss the most is just the friends that I made. Everything else I don't talk about.
Oh yeah, I had great friends, especially just being an MA and talking to like the auxiliary security forces, guys that are doing different rates. I like talking to them and kind of understanding what their rate's about, what they do, especially like ITs and and stuff like that. So
right,
I take that opportunity. I don't just be like, oh, MAs are the best rate, screw you, whatever. I try to branch out and figure out everybody's job and how they like it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they all work off each other too. You know what I mean? So it's kind of good to know somebody in each department for the most part. Like I know I had a friend probably in every single department on the ship.
You got to, man.
Yeah. Got to make sure you're cool with those supply people too. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you get better food. Yeah, you get better food, man.
Better food, better gear.
Yep.
Dude, I tried to get on a ship. I put about 6 ships on my orders. I said nope. It was like
aircraft carriers are cool, but like they're not cool at the same time.
Yeah,
like all the other ships will hit port like 3 times before you hit one.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I tried to go to the America out in Japan. My buddy was on that, and he's like, "Oh, we do 3 and 3," and I'm like, "Oh, that's not bad."
Yeah, I heard Japan's a pretty solid duty station too.
I'm trying.
Think of all the anime stuff there, Michael.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah. Fucking Pikas everywhere. Right? Am I doing
that right? Evan, you got out in 2012. What year did you get out, Jeff?
2009.
2009. Okay. All right. But for everybody that doesn't know, this is the Rundown Podcast. We cover all the gaming news and opinions. So Jeff, what's going on, man? How's Cyberpunk? You want to start, or you don't want to start that yet?
It released.
It released! Yay!
It's fine. Look, here's the thing.
It exists.
It exists. It's finally. It's cool. It looks great when it wants to work, and then when it doesn't work, it's extremely frustrating. Because when it doesn't work, it's not that it's not working; it's that it crashes. And
right.
And it's not just like the PS4 version or the Xbox version or whatever. Like all the versions, everything.
Right.
So, but I mean, like when it does work, it's absolutely fucking beautiful. Great gunplay, great cinematics, and great storytelling. But then, the cons outweigh the pros as of right now until the patch hits. But I know Evan's loving it. I love it, but
I think I lucked out. I got like one of the only workable copies, I guess, because I'm fucking having a blast.
no, must be nice.
It is. It's super great.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I was gonna ask, like, hey, how's your week going? But like, Cyberpunk, man, all week long.
Yeah. But it's in the wild now, so that's good.
Murder and mayhem.
What about you, Mr. Evan? How you feeling? What's going?
I feel great.
You seem great.
I have so many hours in this stupid game right now. I love it.
You hit the 30-hour mark already, right?
Oh yeah, I'm over 30. Hold on, I'm about to look it up right now. I'm over 30
when do you go back to work?
tonight.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm at 32.8 hours right now.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy too. Because
I have conflicting times. I have 33.5 hours. My bad.
Because you've only been it's only been out for 4 days.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
go to sleep, dude.
Yeah, I'm giving it like the Last of Us treatment because like I beat that shit like on day 3, I think. The Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be hard. Like you can beat the campaign in like a few days, like if you just like beeline it. But there's just so much distracting stuff that you just rather do.
Yeah, and like some of these side missions, it's not like a quick 5-minute thing that you do. Some of them are like fucking 45 minutes long.
Exactly.
Crazy. I love it. Absolutely amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Like even when I drop the settings, it looks
because that's what you were worried about when you were streaming it last night, was dropping the settings.
Yeah, I knew I could get it to medium, but like starting out the stream was kind of, I don't know what the deal was. I think I had to go to Task Manager and like close some shit. But I ultimately got it working.
Sam,
go ahead.
I was gonna say it's just gonna see what Sandman was what he's been jamming out on.
What do you mean as far as music?
Well, I mean like video games. I mean we can do music, but
he's been building houses and killing people.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All my friends were like, "Hey, Fortnite's kind of like its old self again." When I started back in season 3, so I was like, chapter 1. So I was like, "Oh well, I'll give it another shot." I don't know. I've really been trying to grind that Valorant. I hit Diamond, and I'm trying to get up to Radiant.
That's a tough game. It really is.
Yeah. So they said it was supposed to take over Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike Go, that 5v5 type mentality. Also, I guess the other day someone mentioned that it was supposed to take over. What's that game? It's another 5v5. Overwatch. It was supposed to. Yeah. So I don't know. I've never played Overwatch. I can't really speak on that end. But yeah, I guess.
I like Overwatch because I can move and shoot at the same time, and my guns are more accurate.
Okay.
And it takes more than half a bullet to kill me.
Well, there's a lot of strategy too with Overwatch. What I've seen, I guess you got to have people got to play certain characters. So I think that's where Valorant comes into the similarities of Overwatch as well. You got to. It is pretty
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar, but you don't have like the in between round like purchases. Like your character just has what your character has.
Oh, that's right. You guys respawn after you die, right? After a certain period of time.
Yeah, it's more objective based, but with respawns.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Y'all about ready to get into the news?
The news.
Yes, sir.
The news.
What's news?
All right, this week we have everything from a recap of the Video Game Awards to Cyberpunk releasing, which has not been the best for everybody. Some have even saying that it's suffering from erectile dysfunction, in a sense. Plus, we have a whole lot of new game announcements that dropped this week, so let's go ahead and jump into it. And I know the first thing on everybody's mind, Cyberpunk. So who wants to start on this little go ahead?
Oh, we're doing it again.
Yep.
My copy doesn't work, and yeah.
So I mean, first, let's take the bugs and the crashes and everything out of it. So, like, what's our overall impression of it so far?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, just straight game
That's
of the
a
year.
little
Is it your game for 2021
So far.
so far?
Dude, it's so good. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I think it's kind of surpassed expectations on like the story and the gameplay side of it.
Even the graphics, dude, they're absolutely unreal. They're so good.
Yeah, for sure.
So you say it's all right. So you say it's a 10 out of 10, but for you, what makes it a 10 out of 10? Like, what's it doing for you so well that other games aren't?
It has more of a real world feeling. Everything looks lived in. It doesn't feel like empty space,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. It looks amazing. The voice acting is super good. Like even just for like smaller characters, like the actual storytelling is really really well done. And a lot of these side missions, like they're pretty deep. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you got Keanu Reeves popping in and out, not just in the main story, but also some of these smaller missions. So like everything feels coherent and
Right.
like it's all actually happening, which is pretty awesome. You know,
Yeah.
Keanu's not just limited to his little mission thread. He actually shows up throughout the world. Like I walked by a guy playing guitar and he stopped me. Like we had a conversation about the guy playing guitar and stuff. And then that spawned like a little mini side thing to do.
Yeah, that's where you go. I mean, it's not really spoiling anything because it's not like impactful to the story. But yeah, you go do like this little side thing. You go and like collect the vinyl record that was like the biggest biggest record they had made or some shit. I forget, or most important or whatever. I forget.
I had to find like a bootleg. Like
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he tells you to go to the venue, but it turned into like a little restaurant now.
Mhm.
And then you talk to this super fan, and like it's a whole little thing, which is pretty cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, like the verticality of everything, like it's massive and it's great.
I
And
haven't
they're
personally
really-
watched it.
No,
No, not at all. What I'm seeing here though on Twitch, Cyberpunk's #2 now.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had like a million viewers the first night it released, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it says 41 million hours watched in 7
Whew.
days.
sounds about right though. Because
Tough.
there's just so much that you can watch, like, and not see the same thing over and over. Like, as long as they're past like the initial intro missions, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna see something different.
That sounds
And what I did notice, I thought was really cool for them to do. Obviously, there's like some celebrity cameos in the game, like Keanu Reeves is one of the main characters. Alana Pierce is in there, who's really big social media and content creator and YouTuber and all that good stuff. But I did see some people were posting on this video. I guess they sent in like pictures to CD Projekt Red and they scanned them, and so some like bigger like streamers or influencers, I guess if you want to call it that, are actually in the game too. So it's like it's like little like side character or like not even side characters, but like just people walking down the street and stuff. Like these are actual people.
Would you call them like small Easter eggs?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, but I feel like it would only be an Easter egg for like the people who were put in the game.
Sure.
It's like community
cameo.
nods.
Yeah.
Yeah, community cameos.
Yeah, so that was super cool.
No.
Yeah, the soundtrack is killer. I also noticed that there's really no loading screens. There's not many, at least. It's pretty much only when I fast travel and like in between cutscenes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, none.
Yeah, like the dialogue is in and out, and there's no like cut between anything. So it's done really well.
Yeah.
What's this here? They developed it for over 9 years.
Yeah, they initially announced it in 2012.
I think what was so interesting to me about this game was, and I don't think I've ever seen this or heard this done before, was it originally started as a tabletop game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
wonder how that would be played.
I'm seeing this like now. I kind of want to like okay, like I want to get together and play the tabletop game now.
Bro, that'd
and
be
what,
awesome.
All
wasn't
right.
there a like a I want to say like a 2D video game of it too?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like Cyberpunk like 2022 or something like that.
That's pretty dope.
I want to actually. Let's see here.
I can-
Cyberpunk
Okay.
tabletop. Let's take a look here. Yeah, tabletop. You can get it at Walmart for about $50.
Really, Walmart's still carrying that shit, huh?
It's not bad either. It's not a bad price.
No, that's super interesting. So has anybody had any like other than crashes, like any is that the main problem right now? Is it just the crashing or?
I've only crashed twice, but I think that was more because I was trying to start the stream up and like I had too many things running.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've had to reload 2 spots. I had to reload because it didn't like trigger that I progressed, that I did the objective.
Right.
Other than that, it's just like, you know, the occasional item floating, or there was one time this dude's gun was like floating in his head.
I saw Jeff was streaming this the other day, and I guess he went to like yank this girl out of the car, but yet her her body never moved from the driving position. So when he yanked her out of the car, she still had like her knees up and her hands up, just sitting on the ground.
Like I just pulled her out, like dragged her, and she just like
Okay.
and just like slid over. I was like, okay.
I did hit a couple new issues last night during my stream. I couldn't. There's a couple spots where I couldn't sprint, and I couldn't change my driving perspective to the third person mode. I was stuck in first.
I think Jeff, you were having the same problem.
Yeah, so I had to quit to the main menu, and then I went back in, and then I was good.
Yeah, it's just little stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And if the community doesn't start addressing it to them more, I don't think they're gonna get ahead of it as quick as they can. So like that's just like something that's gonna have to come along, I guess. But yeah, it's little things. Okay, so I was streaming it 2 nights ago, something like that. You got to be careful with this game if you're streaming it, because there are some things that you can accidentally come across.
Ooh, like what?
So I was walking down the street and I saw an icon that was just lit, and I was like, "What is this?" So I clicked on it, and then he was like, "Show me what you got," and I thought it was a vendor. So I clicked "Show me what you got."
Same man already knows.
And then I clicked "Show me what you got," and then he showed me what he had, and I tried to like back out of it, and
It was a
that
dude?
didn't work. Yeah, it was a dude. I tried to back out of it, that didn't work. So I was like, so I went and hid the window from the stream as quick as possible, because like it's just raunchy, just like going at it type shit. And I was like, this is not good.
The girls never came.
So yeah, just if you're streaming it, just put it in streamer mode, dude. I forget to every time, but it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
So
Project Red is making very much use of it.
right.
So I want to go into the side missions a little bit. Now you're saying that they're a lot more in depth than just your standard go here, do this, collect this type thing.
Yeah, there's at least more like story involved in the little things. I mean, you have your little like, oh, there's an assault in progress, or you know, this, that, pick this up and move it over here. You have that, but yeah, the smaller missions, they feel more filled out, I guess, than a lot of other games.
Yeah. It's not like you know how some side missions are like, hey, go pick this up, or like go because The Witcher, I think, had like some things where you had to like go collect like a specific plant or whatever. like it's not like a plan. There's like specific stuff that you can do that's kind of like on that same track or whatever, but like it's way more elaborate and extensive than just like go pick me 3 different whatevers and bring them back so I can do this. Like it's like there's one mission where you have to drive out, find it, and like you got to go find this package that's marked specifically. So you go and then you find it, and it turns to find out that like it's a person, and then you have to bring that person back, and then there's a mission reward from it too. So that was nice.
And there's a lot of shit. I mean, you got boxing matches you can do against different people. You got street racing, sabotage missions, stealing things missions, all this different shit. Assassination missions.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Hell yes, I love it. I'm gonna jump into it at some point. I'm enjoying Valhalla so much. It's such a good game.
It is. I'll make my way back in there. For sure.
I really haven't enjoyed an Assassin's Creed game like this in a long time. And I really didn't think I was going to, just because I'm not very big on the whole like Viking side of things, but I'm super interested in the whole like Norse mythology side of it, which is where I've finally, after about 30 hours of running around and doing everything else in the game that there is to do, like I've finally gotten into that point now where I'm with Thor and Freya and Loki and everybody else, hanging out in Asgard. So it's so much fun. Nice.
So how long did it take you to get there?
Get where?
To where you guys are all in Asgard together.
So if you were to do just the straight game and not all the running around and stuff like that, I mean, it honestly, what would you say, Evan? Probably 4 hours, 4 or 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Dude, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe 4 to 6 hours.
It's not that long into it. Like I ended up being in Asgard like pretty early in the game because I didn't realize I had to go select another region for a different story arc, and so I'm like severely underpowered in Asgard.
And see, that was the thing. Like Asgard recommends you being a level 90. So that's kind of what I was doing. I was like out on the map doing everything else there is to do, like all these side missions and contracts, just trying to boost my level a little bit past 90. That way, when I did get to Asgard, I would be able to handle whatever was there. Plus, I'm in a boss fight right now. Have you gotten to that part? Have you gotten to the boss fight in Asgard, Evan?
The giant?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. No, I did. He was a fucking pain in the ass, dude.
Yeah.
I'm aware of what you're speaking of.
So yeah, like I'm having trouble with him right now, and I finally at like 4:30 this morning, I was like, "Shit,
I beat him
done.
on
I
mouse
can't."
and keyboard, so you should be fine.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I'm way too in depth in that right now to jump on Cyberpunk, and I'm so backlogged on games right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you still haven't beaten Legion yet, have you?
No, because Legion came out, and then
You're like, let's go back to the beginning.
oh yeah, Legion came out, and I was like, man, I miss Watch Dogs 1. So like I went and rebeat that.
God, dude. Could you imagine like Yakuza 8 comes out or 7, whatever number, and Michael's like, you know what? I want to play the rest of it first. But let me wait until it drops. I'm not going to start early. I'm going to wait for the game to come out, and then I'm going to do it.
Right.
You mean I have 3 years before this releases?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait though.
And then they announce Yakuza fucking 9, and Michael's like, shit, I'm only halfway through the franchise.
It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, and then also Spider-Man came out, and I wanted to platinum that because I platinumed the first one, so I wanted to platinum the second one.
Gotcha.
Nice. Well, I mean, I'm glad to know everybody's enjoying Cyberpunk. I'm sure that's gonna be on everybody's list for the rest of the day, or at least until Evan goes to work.
Yeah, I'll be on it.
No.
Sure. Hey man, are you playing anything new, or are you staying on the Fortnite grind, or?
Yeah. like I said, we're about to move here in a couple months, so we're just trying to save some money, and I'm gonna stick to what I got downloaded for the
You
time
gotta,
being.
you gotta find Ninja on Valorant and fuck him up.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yep.
I can't stand it.
Or at least, join in his game so that he can send a couple of people your way.
Oh, I know,
Like,
right?
that would be so great, dude. Like, you're up against Ninja, and then like afterwards, you find out that like you made him rage like crazy.
Bro, his rage videos are fucking hilarious.
They are.
Like,
Uh, is he still raging like he was when he was Hyper Ninja?
I don't believe so.
I don't know.
He's
If
calmed down
I
a little bit.
if I made that much money, I'd be like, whatever.
No,
Oh,
well,
I know, right?
well, that's
I
the
don't even
thing. Like
care.
an article and like a bunch like that, his rage videos like got really big and got very controversial on the negative side of things. So I think he calmed it down a little bit. But I don't know. I don't keep track of him. I mean, he's a role model for all the little 12-year-olds.
I follow him just so I can see his viewer count.
What's it stay at, or what's it around?
High.
High.
I mean, it's usually I think somewhere between like 15 to 20 something thousand. Almost every time I look at it.
Right.
And he's mostly been playing, viewers. He's mostly been playing Valorant lately.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
the thing, though,
Yeah. No, go ahead, man.
no, well, he was on that. He was going to be on that 100 Thieves team that just won the very first tournament for Valorant, and then he got cut. Hiko said no. They basically built that team around Hiko. They built it around one player.
Mm-hmm.
And if Hiko was like, "You're not good enough," or "You're not molding," you're out. So they booted him.
Yeah, he not vibing right.
Yeah. I think I don't think he's gonna find another game for a little while. Like Fortnite, that's gonna skyrocket him.
Oh
to
hell no.
where he was. What's keeping him afloat, I think, is just sponsorships and maybe playing newer games. But
Yeah.
I think Valorant was a decent move for him. It's highly competitive. People are into that, and I mean he's good at it. So I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, shit, he doesn't really need a whole lot because after what happened with Mixer, him and Shroud are
Right.
sitting pretty. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Man,
I
that
was thinking to myself, Tim
Why is he
Tatman
even
shouldn't
fucking
have
doing
done
that shit anymore, dude? Like he got a $30 million payout. Just like enjoy your life. Like, fucking go
for
somewhere.
what, all of like 8 months of work.
Mm-hmm.
of work.
Yo, I'm sure he's got like contracts he's got to ride out though,
Mhm.
just to avoid getting sued or whatever. But
all right. Number 2 on our list of things today. If you did miss it, Evan, Jeff, and I did cover the Video Game Awards this week, and it was kind of sad to say it was not as great as previous years. But we did get a couple new announcements. So what did y'all think of the Game Awards?
I should have taken a nap.
Yep.
I didn't even watch it.
I could have gotten all my news the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was cool seeing it, like as it was happening or whatever. And there were some really cool announcements, but like I got excited like for a couple of things. But like I said, I don't think it was anything that was too spectacular. And it was kind of hard too because like everything was over Zoom. So I don't know. It just detracted from it. Like I don't know.
Oh, they went full virtual, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah, they had like it was so funny because like the guy would present the award, and he would open up the envelope. He was on stage by himself, but on the screen behind him had like different Zoom windows from everybody that was like nominated or whatever. So like they would accept their award. And cut
Then
to
you had
their
that.
screen.
Then you had the one where it's the guy and then the chick like behind him, like on the other side of the window.
Oh, that was so weird. I was like,
That
what
shit
the-
was funny as
I was like,
fuck.
one of them have COVID.
No, I was pretty excited about the Mass Effect announcement because not only are they doing the remake, the remasters, they have the new one coming out apparently. That's cool.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the Shepard storyline too. So that's super exciting. As long as it's not like another Andromeda.
Let's
be happy.
let's dive into that a little bit more. Mass Effect lives on with a BioWare tease of how do you pronounce that girl's name? Lara's?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're good, buddy.
Yeah, the Mass Effect trilogy story that changed gaming and changed many lives, becoming Commander Shepard, was a transformative experience for many BioWare fans, but through the years that love has been tarnished with changes that left fans uncertain and familiar names moving on to in other projects. Following the reception that Andromeda received, many counted the Mass Effect franchise out, but during the Game Awards, BioWare gave fans hope once more. The teaser showed off a broken relay with a message of hope for Mass Effect future. The teaser didn't say much, but it said so much at the same time. While Shepard may be gone, their legacy lives on, and it looks as though we may be seeing some of our old favorites once more, even with the remaster of the trilogy on its way. Um, so the game is still very early up in development, but the fact that the team is still working on it is far enough in the storyboard phase to share a plot point like a broken relay is incredible. So with that being said, I mean, I'm sure we'll see more of it at E3 right around the corner.
All I know is they better be careful because with their Andromeda flop followed by their Anthem flop, like they're running out of chances.
Hmm.
They're gonna have to tread lightly, I think.
And they're doing 2 big releases back to back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing Dragon Age and then whatever the Mass Effect thing is. So knowing BioWare, they're gonna throw all their passion into one of them, and the other one's gonna fucking suck.
Right.
Well, that makes me. I
and
mean,
that's just-
I'm curious about this now. Does this take away, or not that people care, because I know a lot of people don't care, but what does this say about Anthem 2.0? I mean, you
I
have
heard that's not even coming out until like next year or some shit.
really okay.
I heard it was gonna be a while, which
Mhm.
is kind of disappointing. I was hoping for it to come out within the first half of next year at least.
Right.
But I read that it might be later than that.
It's just it's a wait and see type thing.
I don't know.
BioWare. I don't put all my eggs in the BioWare basket at all.
Right.
Actually, I don't let my eggs anywhere near their basket.
I don't know. I don't know if this game is for me. I've never played any of the other Mass Effect games, and the only game I did play was Andromeda, and that was a shitty one to start out on.
I'm so sorry, dude. So sorry that was the first Mass Effect experience for you.
What about you, Sam, man? Did you ever get a were you ever in the Mass Effect loop?
So I played Mass Effect in 2009. I think the very first one, and that was the last time I ever played. I didn't get very far into it, although I did like how they had different endings to the game, which I think was really cool. And from what if I'm reading it right, it's just like 8 different endings. So it keeps it kind of fresh, I guess, for a little bit until you've gone through each one, and then after that, the game is dead. So, at least for me, because if I get too stagnant on a game, I get really bored really fast. So,
Do you see yourself trying this game?
no, I don't have the patience nowadays for campaign video games. I've moved on to competitive and like 5v5 battle royale type games. That's where my mindset's at.
Have you played Rogue Company at all?
Yeah, I got it downloaded. I've played once on stream, but I haven't played a match yet on it. I'm still getting
I like
I
Rogue
actually
Company.
like that game.
Yeah.
I do too. It's fun.
Yeah. It has so I watched a lot of PUBG, never played PUBG because I just watched Shroud and Dr. Disrespect back in the day. But it kind of has that same feel to what I was watching. How you can kind of move left, you can peek right or left. The mechanics seem very similar to me. I don't know if it does for you guys. But you know, we'll see. I don't know if Rogue Company is gonna go anywhere. It hasn't made a whole lot of news since it came out. I mean, I know Dr. Disrespect just had a whole map created for him.
Right.
So we'll see.
I think it's gonna do pretty good.
Think so?
I don't think it's going to be anything groundbreaking, but I think it'll hold pretty steady. I mean, they've been coming out with stuff like every few weeks. Like they've got a few new characters now. The season pass is coming soon. You know, all that.
Have they held any large tournaments for the game yet, or any decent sized tournaments?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, I haven't heard anything either.
I haven't been following it like super heavy. I just like casually see stuff about it.
Okay.
So I want to talk about the personally for me, I think was the biggest announcement for the Game Awards. Perfect Dart.
That came out of nowhere.
Did they announce Perfect Dart? That was probably like the first hour where I was sleeping through the.
Yeah. Because they did like a little teaser video, and then he said Agent Dark, and I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy. I remember that game.
Yeah, N64.
Mm-hmm. Getting a AAA title for Perfect Dart. I think that's going to be.
I want a Banjo and Kazooie remaster.
Oh, dude.
I would buy that up, bro.
For sure, dude.
I would love to play Star Fox 64 again.
Fuck yeah.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel. That's what I was gonna say. Yo, that's the best line of the fucking game.
It really is.
That's all you hear is when you're just doing circles.
No, I'm super excited for that game. There's so many memories on Perfect Dart. It was such a great series. Unfortunately, with Perfect Dart, there is no word on platforms or release dates or anything like that. I think that was just something to hold us over for the year. Hopefully, like I said, a lot of this stuff that we saw that were announcements, I'm sure we'll probably get more of for E3.
Well, it'll definitely be on Xbox. It's coming to Xbox and PC.
Xbox PC. I might actually play that for the PC.
I definitely will.
Yes, you definitely will. So I want to kind of just scroll over a couple of the other announcements that we got from the Game Awards. Of course, we got for Fortnite, the Master Chief is coming to Fortnite. That was something that I believe started the day of the awards, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, joining him later on in the season will be characters from The Walking Dead. Which is weird to me.
Daryl and Michonne.
Mm-hmm. Among Us gets a new map, which I think is pretty cool. I think we're all pretty excited for that.
Nope.
No. Oh well, you're not really big into the Among Us part.
It depends on the people you play with, I think. And if you don't have a solid group, it's just people fucking yelling over each other, rage quitting. Fucking people got kids screaming in the background. At least one person doesn't speak English. It's just a clusterfuck, dude. It's fucking insane. I'm like, I have no fucking clue what's going on, and it's just fucking stressful, And then like people are like fighting over the rules, and I don't know. Okay. I haven't. Maybe I just haven't found the right group.
I played with like Luna, Mello, Kitty, and like 2 other people, and we had a good time. So I think that was the only reason. Probably was the only reason there.
Maybe it's just me.
Another thing that I'm actually super excited about, and I know a lot of people, especially in this group, aren't. But Hazelight showed off its next game, which Hazelight brought you A Way Out, and the developer gives no fucks. He was the guy that was at the award show a couple of years ago, and he was like, "Fuck EA and their loot boxes." Like he did not give no shits.
Oh yeah, that was the one with it's like the 2.
Yeah, where you're the 2 guys, and it's the multiplayer, and you each get to be the guy. But that's the only way that you can actually play the game is via multiplayer.
Yeah. That actually looks like a neat game.
So that definitely, definitely a with your spouse or a friend of yours. Yeah, no, definitely super excited about that one. What else was there? I think there was some Back for Blood. What is it? Callisto Protocol or something like that? Which looked like the new like Alien game.
Yeah. Back for Blood?
No. Callisto or Callisto?
Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, Callisto Protocol.
Sci-fi horror game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing I was super excited about was actually Call of Duty's stuff that's coming out.
The season pass for Cold War is coming out too, I think, right?
Yeah. So
So tell us a little bit more about that. Like, what is that their multiplayer stuff, or are they getting their own battle royale? What's going on with that?
they're combining basically like the two. So
So do I
like,
need
you're
to
getting
buy Cold War in order to play now, or
To play Cold War, yeah.
well,
usually
yeah, usually that's how that works. Well, you
So
didn't
you're
need
like
you didn't have to
Crossplay?
do that with a way out though. Like for a way out, you only one person had to have the game.
All right, but that's like a 2-player based game. You know.
Eat your waffle, Evan.
So basically, Call of Duty is getting 8 new multiplayer net maps. Nuketown's coming over, so you can play that on regular or on Modern Warfare. Gunfight is coming to Cold War,
Yay.
and then that's going to be all in season 1. So that's exciting.
They need to bring gun game over. Like that's a mode that needs to be in every single one.
Mm-hmm. I as much as I do enjoy playing Warzone, I wish that there was another map, like something different than Verdansk or
Kind of
Verdansk.
like what Apex is doing. Like the maps rotate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
No, I think honestly,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna pick up Cold War this week. I'm finally gonna pick it up.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's fun.
At least that way I can. I mean, I probably won't do the story so much right now just because I'm so invested in Valhalla. But no, I'll definitely jump on the multiplayer.
I had a lot of fun with the campaign. It wasn't bad.
I still got to finish that one.
What else did we have? Oh yeah, can we can we talk about fucking Vin Diesel, please?
No.
So for all of y'all that don't know, Vin Diesel made his appearance in Arc 2, as if the Fast and the Furious franchise weren't bad enough. This is the second video game this year that he's going to be starring in, or not this year. He did one this year and he's doing one next year. So something tells me his job is changing up a little bit, his way of work.
I'd rather play Fortnite than Ark, if that says anything.
Sandman might be a little offended by that.
I mean, it's not for everyone.
That's
Yeah.
Stop
Me
building a
personally,
house while I'm trying to
that's
shoot you.
Yeah. If people weren't building towers while I was trying to kill them, it'd be fine.
I
But
wish Fortnite would do like a Lego Games crossover,
Right.
and you're
Oh,
sitting
that'd
there
be
like just building, like you know how they build in the games, they're like picking shit up really
Yeah.
fast or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh,
One game I am excited for that they announced is the Evil Dead game.
now
Oh yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I wish we knew more about that. Because I want to know, is it gonna be more like?
They're gonna have PvP and PvE.
Okay, all right. So more of like a, what was the other game that we were playing? Was it Dead by Daylight? Or is it going to be more like that, or is it going to be more of a campaign game? Like, I'm very curious to see where this game's going to go.
So it's a multiplayer title offering both co-op and player versus player.
Okay.
Okay, so each round will consist of teams of 4 working together to seal the breach between worlds, though it's not clear what exactly the steps will be to make that happen. Meanwhile, others will take control of the powerful Kandarian demon to hunt Ash and his friends while possessing Deadites, the environment, and even the survivors themselves. So yeah, there's a lot of... I'm so fucking excited.
I'm confused about like the story aspect of it though, because it's like it's
Mhm.
Evil Dead, right?
Right.
But it's definitely Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell. So like, I'm just confused
Wait, you're confused about what?
because it's like it's the Evil Dead story, right? Like,
Yeah.
But he's got Chainsaw Hand from Army of Darkness. So I'm just a little thrown off.
Well, I mean, it's still Evil Dead.
Well, yeah. I'm just. Is it gonna be like after all like that shit, or I don't know. I'm just inquisitive, you know, about it.
You talking like story-wise? Like when does it take place?
Yeah, like how is that tying together?
Right. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
All right, as we're closing up here on the final minutes of the Rundown podcast, I wanted to save I know this is probably the best story for me. I'm actually super excited about this. But save the best story for last. Are y'all ready for this?
I'm not talking about fucking Cyberpunk anymore or Sony's storage thing. Okay.
You don't want to talk about Jim Ryan? Phil Spencer? Come on, you had a lot to say last night.
I'd rather rub one out with a handful of rusty razor blades than talk about that shit anymore.
Destiny 2 gets crossplay in 2021.
I'm fucking amped, dude.
Cross-platform play has been an often-requested feature for Destiny 2, but unfortunately 2020 won't be the year the Guardians on different platforms can squad up and knock out some raids. Bungie confirmed yesterday that crossplay won't arrive until 2021. In a developer blog post, Bungie has shared a list of planned updates for the next year. Crossplay sits among them, but there's no exact window on when players can expect it. We'll just have to wait and hope for that feature to arrive sooner than later. Other things to expect the next year include return of Vault of Glass raid, DDoS protection for all console players, and the Fallen, Saber, and Devil's Lair strikes. Additionally, Bungie is expanding Legendary and Master Lost Sector rotation to include Lost Sectors on the Moon, along with 3 new pieces of exotic armor. In case you forgot, yesterday marks the launch of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions of Destiny 2. The free upgrade bumps the game up to 4K at 60 frames per second. 1080p on the Series S. Now that the game is on nearly every platform under the sun, crossplay looks more appealing to them if ever. If you're a new gen planning to take on the drive with Destiny's 2 late expansion Beyond Light, you can do that now. Guys, how exciting! That is so exciting.
Crossplay and Vault of Glass got me hard. If they were bringing back the Galahorn, I'd have finished.
I'm throbbing at the bits on this one. Just because like so many people that we used to play with gravitated towards PC whenever Destiny 2 came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be nice to rekindle some lost friendships that happened because of that. So
and see that's the thing. Like I have it on all 3 consoles, but it's such a grinding game that there's so much that it's hard to keep up and do everything that there is to do on all platforms. You
got cross progression, but the problem is you have to buy it for each thing.
Exactly.
That's what sucks. If you could buy it for one and play it on all of them, that'd be a whole other story.
Right.
Because cross progression doesn't really make sense if you don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you got to pick and choose what it is you want to play on. That's just annoying.
No, I think it's super exciting. We can all now jump in Discord, hop on our PC or console of choice, and just go at it. And I think this is great. Like after, and for me, I hope it's a little bit later because of Cyberpunk, Legion, Valhalla, and everything else. Because Destiny for me is it's that rabbit hole that once I get into, it's so hard for me to get back out of because there's so much to do. But now I can, for hypothetically speaking, if I don't have the 5 yet, I'm on my 4, Evan's on his PC, Joker's on his PS5. We're all golden.
Yeah, everybody's got something.
That's right.
Love it.
Did
I
anyone?
thought you were going to say Skyrim was your favorite announcement.
I've never played a Skyrim game in my life.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You've had about 8 fucking consoles to play Skyrim on, and you ain't checked it out yet?
No, I do want to play Demon Souls, though. I do. Once I get to PS5, I really want to pick up Demon Souls.
If you want a stressful game, pick up Mortal Shell.
Mortal Shell?
Mm-hmm. It's very Souls-like.
Mortal Shell.
Yeah, it's like Demon Souls-esque, right?
Mm. It's pretty crazy.
Oh wow, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Like graphically, it looks really good.
Like if you ever like sit there and think to yourself, "Man, I'm in a good mood. How can I fuck this up?"
Mm-hmm.
Play that. It gives you the Bloodborne treatment a bit,
right?
I'd say.
All right. Was there anything else anybody else wanted to talk about today before we leave Mr. Sandman to get ready for his nightly routine? It's so weird to me. He's that far ahead.
He's in the future.
All right.
He is in the future.
I'll let you guys know what happens.
Like he's gonna be literally getting ready for bed here shortly, and I literally woke up 2 hours ago.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
Returnal looks pretty cool. I think that's just a PlayStation exclusive, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of cool stuff that's gonna be coming out in the next 2-3 years. So
which makes me like super excited for E3 this year because I'm very excited to see with all these new games around the corner. Because don't forget, we still have, rumor has it they're going to show a teaser for the next Spider-Man game. They are. We've still got Horizon Zero Dawn 2 around the corner. God of War 2 around the corner.
wouldn't it be like God of War like 6?
I've never understood that mindset where you have like 1 through 6 and then it just like starts back over.
Yeah, I think the Fast and the Furious did that shit because they're like the Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast and Furious 5, Fast 5, Fast 6, Fast 7, Fast 8.
Well, I don't think anybody did it better than Xbox though.
No, I hate
Xbox 360.
Xbox One.
Xbox One. I can't even keep track anymore.
Speaking of Horizon, I'm really curious if the second one's going to come out on PC. Because it started out as an exclusive.
Right.
They moved Horizon, and they recently moved Death Stranding to PC. So I really wonder if they're going to make it available. Because it says on this article I'm looking at that Sony has been trying to make its games available on PC recently. Mm-hmm. Bro, if The Last of Us came out for PC, fuck.
And that's another game I want to go back and replay too. Like I want to go back and replay that. I want to go back and replay the God of War series. Like I am not. I don't even know what the word is. I'm not tied to any game at this very moment.
Seems like you're tied to about 6 of them.
Yes, I have a very huge collection that I can definitely play right now.
It's very much a polygamous when it comes to video games.
You damn right. I am an equal opportunist. I have love for everybody.
Oh, that game's got a hole. Fill it.
Yeah. But then, like, he gets a new hole, and he's like, man, I really missed the first hole. Let me go back to this hole, and then I'm going to come back to the third one.
Yeah, that one hole did something that I liked. This one didn't.
I missed the Aiden Pierce hole.
And hey, by the time I get to Legion, he'll be on that one too, so I'll be all right.
Jesus Christ.
He's very good at throwing love.
Watch Dogs 4, dude.
Welcome to the adult version of Down Podcast.
Where holes get filled.
That's right.
There was a lesser version.
Well, Sam, man, I appreciate you being here today. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter. That's at Sandman68550636. I hate the numbers. I don't know how to change them. YouTube. Yep, there's numbers at the end of that as well. But just go to my Twitch channel. I have everything up there for anybody and everybody to find.
Which Sandman? 68550636.
Yep.
Yeah, those links will definitely be left in the description down below.
Yeah.
I'm already following you.
Yay!
6-7. I don't even know.
At least.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me on the interview. It's nice to get to know you guys.
No,
Yeah,
man,
sure, man.
definitely. If you ever want to be back on here in the future, just hit up Jeff. He handles all the scheduling.
Yep.
Sweet. Will do.
What's your name on Twitch?
Lord of the Dreaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should be following.
Yeah, dude. What the hell's wrong with you?
Jeff, man.
I'm aware of what I
mean, like,
be doing.
Here you are. Oh, there he goes.
I was probably like, yo, I'm gonna follow you back, and then I forgot.
He's like, yeah, I got your follow, bro.
Yeah, right.
I accidentally did that to Tay. Like I had I was like 60 followers in before I realized I wasn't following Tay.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're following me.
Well, that's kind of I have to. That's different. All right. Well,
Obligation.
Thanks.
no. Like I said, I appreciate everybody being here today, and had a lot of fun. You had gaming news. That's a lie, Kyle. That better be a lie. Now you're making me second guess everything. Hold
He
on.
doesn't follow me.
I have to go to Twitch now.
Bro, are you a piece of shit?
Hold on. No. Whew. Okay, it's on there. Good. Don't fuck us. I got scared there for a minute. I was like, no, there's no way in hell.
People about to start finding your ass, dude.
Right? All right. Well, please, if you're interested, please stay tuned. We are going to have the rundown retrospect coming up with Mr. of Mice and Kyle. So if you want to get to learn a little bit more about Mr. of Mice and Kyle, you know, what got him into video games, why he plays what he does, and all of the other good stuff. Jeff's actually going to be taking lead on that today, so I'm super excited to see how this goes.
It's going to be a disaster.
But until, please check us out every Tuesday at noon. Sometimes 1 o'clock if I, forget something. Mr. of Mice and Kyle. But as always, this has been the Rundown Podcast, and we will see y'all next week.
Later.